But I do think one thing that really irks me on the left, and I don't really have a lot of faith in the right, so I'm not, you tend to criticize the people that you line up more, that you care more about, and that would be the Democrats for me. People lost trust in them because the voters were saying there was a concern. There were people across the board saying they had a concern. And the Democrats said, no, 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 over here, look over here. They told the voters what to care about, and they did not listen when the voters said they cared. So these stories come out aren't about beating a dead horse. It's saying if they could have a fair conversation that we heard you, we saw it as they saw it, they'd be gaining some of the voters back to say, okay, we're not going to keep saying that.
Do you agree with that?
Nobody saw this coming. In the middle of a routine segment, Whoopi Goldberg and Sunny Hostin let their true feelings fly, live, uncensored, and right in front of millions. It wasn't just a tense moment. It turned into a jaw-dropping showdown that left their fellow co-hosts stunned and scrambling for words. Viewers at home watched as polite smiles vanished and real frustrations came pouring out, hinting at deeper cracks behind the show's picture-perfect image. And what happened next would shock everyone watching. It all started with a topic that's been blowing up headlines for weeks, a divisive issue that instantly turned the show's usually united front into a battleground. As soon as the subject hit the table, you could feel the tension spike. Whispers have circled for months about simmering friction behind the scenes, and this moment made it impossible to ignore. Some say producers expected fiery opinions, but even they looked blindsided when old wounds seemed to resurface. Suddenly, what should have been a standard debate spiraled into something personal. Rumors of private arguments and subtle on-air digs have been swirling, but this was the first time the frustration boiled over for everyone to see. And if you thought that was intense, just wait until you hear what Whoopi said next. Whoopi didn't hold back. Her frustration boiled over in a way nobody expected. With the cameras rolling, she fired off a string of blunt truths that left the studio in stunned silence. Some insiders say her comments weren't just about the day's debate, but a buildup of months of irritation with how the show's been heading. There's even buzz that Whoopi's been clashing with producers behind the scenes, worried that the show's losing its edge. Her words hit hard, touching on everything from on-air respect to creative control. And for a brief moment, even the other hosts seemed unsure how to react. But that wasn't the whole story, because Sunny wasn't about to let those remarks slide. Sunny didn't back down for a second. With the tension thick in the air, she met Whoopi's intensity head-on, calling out what she described as double standards and making it clear she was done biting her tongue. For months, fans have picked up on subtle hints that Sunny's patience was wearing thin, but nobody expected her to lay it all out on live TV. She spoke up about feeling sidelined and hinted at deeper disagreements about which voices really get heard on the show. Insiders say she's been privately frustrated, and some speculate she's been pressured to play nice for the cameras. Today, all of that restraint vanished. Sunny's words landed like a bombshell, leaving everyone scrambling to process what just happened. But the real chaos was only getting started. The fallout was instant and impossible to ignore. As the argument erupted, the rest of the panel struggled to keep up, with awkward glances and forced smiles barely hiding their discomfort. Alliances seemed to shift right in front of the cameras, as some co-hosts tried to play peacemaker, while others looked ready to pick sides. Behind the scenes, producers reportedly scrambled to regain control, even barking instructions through earpieces in a frantic attempt to calm things down. But the tension was electric, and even the most unflappable hosts seemed rattled. Whispers say that what viewers saw was only a fraction of the chaos happening just off camera, with heated side conversations and frantic decisions about whether to cut to commercial or let the drama play out. And as the dust settled, one thing became clear. Whatever happened next, nothing about The View would ever be quite the same. But that was just the beginning. The real shockwaves hit once the world started reacting. Social media exploded within minutes. Screenshots, memes, and fiery opinions flooded every corner of the internet as fans scrambled to take sides. Some praised Whoopi for finally saying what everyone was thinking, while others rallied behind Sunny, calling her the only one brave enough to challenge the status quo. Twitter threads dissected every glance and half-whisper, with viewers convinced there were secret alliances and unspoken feuds at play. Even longtime fans admitted they'd never seen the show come this unglued. Headlines blared about the meltdown, while gossip blogs claimed this was just the tip of the iceberg, hinting at hidden rifts and backstage betrayals that had quietly simmered for years. As the debate raged online, rumors flew that more drama was brewing off-camera. and that this latest clash had only scratched the surface. But that wasn't the whole story, because soon, behind-the-scenes secrets would spill out and the real history of The View's most volatile moments would finally come to light. But whispers from backstage suggested this blow-up was just the latest in a long line of blowouts the public barely glimpses. Insiders started leaking claims of tense closed-door arguments, on-set ultimatums, and even last-minute walkouts that producers managed to cover up. Until now, some allege feuds have been brewing for years, with co-hosts clashing over everything from pay to who gets the final word on air. Accusations surfaced about manipulation, favoritism, and alliances shifting behind the scenes whenever the cameras stopped rolling. One source even hinted that at least one co-host threatened to quit after a past argument got so heated, producers worried about the show's future. While official statements play it cool, it's clear the on-screen drama is only the tip of the iceberg, and the real story of what goes down off-camera is something viewers were never meant to see. But with tensions this high, it's impossible to know what might happen next. Now, with the dust still settling, everyone's asking the same question. Did this confrontation just rewrite the future of The View? In the days that followed, rumors swirled about secret crisis meetings and frantic calls between top producers. Some reports say Whoopi considered walking away, while others claim Sunny's newfound confidence could shift the show's entire dynamic. Fans are watching every move, convinced the next episode might bring another bombshell or even a sudden departure. For a show built on strong opinions, nobody expected the divide to run this deep. The only thing certain is that the old rules are out the window. With trust shaken and alliances redrawn, the next chapter could be the most unpredictable yet. And if history is any guide, the fireworks aren't over. They're just getting started. But beneath all the headlines and social media noise, one question still lingers. What are they hiding? Whispers have already started about a potential shakeup, with some insiders claiming that major contracts and behind-the-scenes power plays could be on the line. There's buzz about backroom deals, last-minute guest cancellations, and even rumors that one co-host stormed out after a heated off-air clash nobody was supposed to see. Some say the real drama isn't what happened on camera, but what's been brewing for years in hushed hallway conversations and emergency meetings. While the cameras caught a glimpse of chaos, there's talk that the real fallout is just beginning, and the next move from Whoopi, Sunny, or the producers could flip the show's future on its head. One thing's certain, with secrets this deep, the full story is far from over. In the end, it's the questions nobody can answer that keep people talking. Did this on-air eruption finally drag all the hidden drama into the spotlight? Or is there an even bigger storm brewing just out of sight? While viewers argue over who was right, and insiders whisper about betrayals nobody saw coming, one thing is undeniable. The old playbook is gone. Long-standing alliances are shaky, trust is paper-thin, and every word is being dissected for clues about what's really going on behind those closed doors. If history repeats itself, this won't be the last time secrets spill out on live TV. And with rumors swirling about contract battles and potential exits, the next chapter for The View could be its wildest yet. One blow-up changed everything. And what's coming next might be even more unpredictable than anyone expects. Some are saying this latest clash was just the tip of the iceberg, and the real power struggle has barely begun. Whispers are swirling that a key producer is quietly pushing for a lineup shakeup, and that backroom negotiations could force a major co-host out before the next season even starts. Rumors of secret alliances and late-night phone calls are picking up steam, with insiders claiming new contracts are being dangled to keep certain voices in check. Meanwhile, fans are picking apart every move, convinced that cryptic social media posts from the hosts hide bigger betrayals just beneath the surface. And while the show's official statement insists everything is business as usual, longtime viewers can't help but feel the tension is about to reach a breaking point. But some say the most jaw-dropping twist hasn't even hit the headlines yet.